Hello and welcome. Today is the 21st day of April 2017. And let's go over this Bitcoin chart. I'll go over silver on Saturday. It's experiencing within silver how it barely broke out of a key resistance point and is falling lower, showing the typical failed breakout fast move lower. Now, this has a potential for such, but that's on the situation where any market, any chart breaks a key resistance point like this, but only goes up a very little bit. For there's upward targets, you would expect a higher high to be. And in this case, it's 1300. Before I go over this analysis, yesterday morning I made a transfer from Coinbase and the transaction time was 4 hours. The costs over my last 7-8 transactions over the last few weeks have been the equivalency at 1200 Bitcoin prices anyway, at about 60 cents US per transaction. And these are things that cannot continue within the Bitcoin platform and expect that this is going to be the money that actually works as the best internet money we got going. It really can't. It's not sustainable, I would think. Anyway, people state that in the past, transaction times were shorter, like minutes, 30 minutes or something in that nature. And now all of a sudden, it's longer than that. I got a transfer I'm waiting on right now. It's a little over 2 hours. Still hasn't confirmed yet. Yesterday it took 4 hours. Types of movements like that, I don't see how that's going to work out. Now, if the price goes up to say what people say, like say 5, 6, 7,000, well, that would mean that those transaction fees, instead of being like 60 cents, would be about $3. And that would be another interesting situation thereabouts. Again, if those problems, and I don't know how it gets decided, because before I wasn't paying transaction fees at all. And maybe it's because I'm sending like 8% and 6% and 7% of a Bitcoin compared to 1 or 2%. I don't know. Even those are low numbers. So I don't know why the fees are so high and the time is taking so long, but it is. Within such, what I wrote yesterday was status is attempt to leave 18 average band. So now you can either state it as the same, meaning the status remains unchanged and is doing a pretty good job in the attempt, or it's barely leaving this 18 average band right now, because I expect an upward target closer to the 1300 number. It's got a decent ways to go there at this stage, but seems as if it's moving towards there. If it barely breaks out higher, going to the 1260-ish range, 1255, and comes back lower, that's barely breaking out. And any movements that go back to the 18 average band would leave you cautious that it's a failed breakout if that level doesn't hold. Sort of like, again, what silver is doing. I'll show that on Saturday. So those are some of the key things in noting. Now, as far as the move within the 18 average, at least on the daily chart, here's a situation where it was riding it and it exploded for a big gain above. Then after the downward movement, you had the flattening out, the leaving of the band in here, significant gain again. Here you leave the band. In this situation, you take some time to deal with it for a bit, then decent gain. And then in here, it comes back to it quickly and then extends to further gains. Then after this decline, decent gain, and that's what we've got. Now this is the next one. How high can it go on the leaving of such? Because you expect a decent gain, which is why if it barely goes up, there's your failed breakout, because you're not expecting just to get like a 4 or 5% gain from this point on. No, you're expecting to get significant more, double-digit percent, over 10%. And that's why I want to look at 1300. If it's not resistance area level, or it's barely resistance at any level. Barely resistance meaning it doesn't go down much or it goes down and comes back fast. That breaking above 1300, 1310, 1320, 1330, 1340, all those types of numbers. Yeah, I can keep going up because when a key level is not resisted like it's supposed to, then you can get some decent size, I guess, parabolic moves, large size green candles that would occur within such. Now, as far as near term support, if it goes up further, this level, but because it's barely broke it now, you can see the fib number in at 1139, but before then, I think the psychological 1200 number, which would coincide within this mark here, and of course the pierce below because that's where the resistance would play out. 1185 as the decent area. Now, when you're seeing these numbers exchanged with Bittrex and Poloniex or any exchanged with the cross of the US tether, those prices are going to be much higher because the tether is down about 4% and change against the US dollar. So its job is to represent it, and it's not doing that great of a job at such. So something to worth keeping of note within it. So you see here it's 1242, yet on Poloniex it's 1280 or 1290. There's your reason right there. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a magnificent day and weekend. Bye-bye.